Okay, so today we're going to make an elegant stretch bracelet. So I think that it's wonderful to pamper ourselves, and we should all have something that's fancy but easy to put on. So here is what we're going to use. So it's going to look like this. We're going to put some sparkle in it. These are genuine pearls. So we're going to do real pearls, real rocks. And these are coin nut beads. So we're going to be using those. And then I love these little rhinestone spacer beads because it makes it look fancy. So we're going to do that today. And we're going to start just to string it together. When you think about doing this stuff, I would make sure that you get at least one bead that has a really big hole in the middle of it. And that way you can hide your knot, because you don't want to see your knot after you're done, because that is not elegant. So we're just going to go ahead and string this up. So you can copy this if you want. Make sure that you try to measure it once in a while so that it will actually fit your wrist, or you know, if you're making it for somebody else, just find out how long their wrists or what their wrist measurement is. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and string that. Okay, so now we've got this strung up. So just go ahead and use your stretch bracelet string. I use elastic cord, which I'll put in the description. But anyway, go ahead and get it to the length that you need it to be. I always make sure that I have the bead with the large hole on one end, so that I can hide the knot inside of that. So what you want to do when you tie this knot is you want to go over. So you want to go, hold it like this. You want to go over one side and then just get it kind of tightened up. You don't want to pull too hard, because then you'll lose the elasticity. And then you want to go in the opposite direction the next time. Okay, so a lot of times I usually will do 3. So you want to get that nice and tight. This is going to be a 7-inch bracelet, and we are going to go ahead and wrap this really gorgeous pearl, and that's going to be the little dangle for the bracelet. So you'll have something that's really, really pretty that you can keep for a very long time or give away as a beautiful present. So that is what we're going to do. So here is the 3rd knot. So I just went the opposite way again. I like to get that as tight as I can without breaking it. And then we're going to put on the glue. So you want to make sure that's going to not be too tight, so that the person, whoever's going to wear this, can roll it on. Okay, so go ahead and tighten it back up a little bit. And then we're going to use this E6000, which I really like this glue. It seems to work really well for this. And you just need to make sure that knot stays tight. You just want to get a little dab of glue on there. You can use a toothpick if you want. Whatever works for you. It looks like this glue is a little more stiff than normal because it's a little cold. And we're at altitude, so it's trying to come out. Just kind of not the best, but it is great, and I will link that for you. So we've got that on there. And then what I like to do, since it is nice and tight, is go ahead and snip it as close as you can without snipping the knot. And then you're going to get it into that little bead so that you don't see it, because we don't want to see it. Okay, so there it's all snipped. And what I like to do is just pull the bead over it. So I'm going to work that in, get that in there. Okay, so we've got this all done. We've got the knot inside of this bead, so it's hidden away. And now we're going to go ahead and do the wire wrapped pearl. Okay, so I like to get real metal wire. So I like to work with either real silver or real bronze or real copper. So we're going to use copper today because these little rhinestones are copper as well. And I just think it's good to keep everything uniform because then it's more elegant. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and we've got this in the pearl already. And we're going to go ahead and pull it up. And this is really simple. And you're just going to twist it. Okay, so then it's going to look like that. So we're just going to twist it around, and then we're just going to keep on twisting it until we think we have enough in order to flip it around and make a little loop. Like this one has a little loop. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. And I always like to just get more than I need. That way you don't have to do it again, which nobody likes. So then we're going to just go ahead and we're going to take these little pliers. I'll go ahead and link these as well. These are great little jewelry wiring kit. And then you're just going to bend this as you hold it with your pliers right around until you have that. Okay? And then as soon as you have that, you're just going to keep those in there. Use these little round ones, and then you're just going to wrap it around. And that's basically it. So once you're comfortable with the way it looks, go ahead and snip it off. And you want to snip it off with the little wire cutters. And then you're just going to go ahead and tuck it in, and I'll show you how to do that. So get as close as you can, and then see now it's cut. So we're going to go ahead and take these little flat ones, and I like to hold this while I take my time getting this into a nice smooth spot. I mean, you don't want to scratch yourself or whoever you give this to. So it's really good just to take your time and get it into the right spot. You also don't want to scratch your pearl. Okay, so there it is. So now you have this gorgeous pearl that you're going to go ahead and put on your bracelet. And we're just going to use what's called a little jump ring. And like I said, if you can keep all the metal the same, it's just going to make it look so much better. So I would try to do that. And these tools are really going to help you. So if you want to make presents or if you want to make your own jewelry, I would definitely go ahead and get some sort of little toolkit like this, and they're not expensive. Okay, so then what I did there is I just pulled this open so you can see the string, and then I just put it inside of the jump ring. And then you just need to kind of hold it so it doesn't slide right off again. And pinch. And I like to actually grab a hold of it with my fingers and go back and forth with it just to make sure that it's very... Okay, so now you can see that that little jump ring is tight on there. You can't really see anything, any break in it. And you have your bracelet. So what we're looking at here is gray jasper, koi nut beads, I believe. And we've got 2 natural pearls. And then I can't pronounce the name of this pearl, but it's gorgeous. And so it makes a great dangle. And then, you know, we've got our little rhinestones. So just do whatever you feel is the most